live. I take it we are beaming out to the masses out there on this gorgeous day. Yeah, we're inside, but we are back. Are we back, girls?
We're back.
We're back. We're back. We've had a lovely break, and we are back with the Simply Together show, Tuesday, the 26th of April. 26th of April. So actually on screen, guys. So if you don't know, I'm Dee Bailey, founder of Simply Dee's, and it so happens that the two other ladies you see on the screen are the others partners in crime. We're all, let's be serious, guys, we're all part of management. So welcome. As always, let's first, we can't do this without this awesome lady, and that is the wonderful Shelley, our producer. Yay, give it up. Shelley Scrumptious. If you want all any kind of goodies, don't matter what it is, this is young lady that provides. That's why we are the size we are. Only for those out there that are hating on us, stop it. Okay, so and who is co-hosting today? We have the lovely and awesome, she's not newbie anymore, so we can't call her a newbie anymore, can we, Shell?
She's as in management newbie. I am.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I am.
You know the ropes now. You know the ropes. So welcome the lovely Cecile. Give it up.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Welcome. We had to take a little break, Cecile. We had to take a break because what have we been doing now that we're back to live events? We literally crammed in the space of a month. What did we cram in?
We crammed in a fabulous. I was going to do that one. We did International Women's Day, which was beyond fabulous. Absolutely brilliant day.
I do believe you hosted.
Yes, I was co-host with my lovely daughter Remy.
That's right.
And that was such an experience. That day was something else, absolutely something else. I mean, it just the speakers alone were fabulous. And then the hosts, and then the singers, Dee Bailey singing, and obviously Shelley just holding it all together.
Sorry, for those out there that know, this show is live. So when it's live, we keep it real. Shell, do me a favour and contact Nike, please.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
She just messaged me saying, like, it says it's ended. We've just started and we are live. We are live. I do believe that other young lady that is supposed to be coming in next week may be joining us, Shell. It's crazy, guys. You're thinking, like, what the hell is going on? This is a Simply Together show, and this is how we roll. Real talk. So, Cecile, you talked about International Women's Day, which was absolutely incredible. Our first live event back after with COVID, after 2 years. And it was pretty awesome. And what do we do after that in probably about a month? What do we do next?
I think it was actually less than a month. We had our book launch. Life in a Lockdown 2020, Life Out of Lockdown 2021. Oh my God. If you live in Luton and you need a venue for a wedding or a birthday or something,
you don't need to live in Luton, let's be fair.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. If you need a venue and you want one, there's a venue. We had this venue for our book launch, which was stunning. It was stunning. It was just, we were doing something really special that day.
Oh, we were. Now, does anybody see Noddy? Noddy has just appeared on our screen. Oh, no, it's not Noddy. What's the name? Oh, Cecile, who is this young lady that has just appeared on the screen?
So this young lady, for people who watch the show, will most probably have already seen this young lady on the show. telling us her story, telling us about the journey that she's on. I mean, I remember that show, and that was, as you know, when I am absolutely,
Lord.
overwhelmed and in awe of things, I can't say anything, and I was speechless. Anyway, so we have now got a new co-host who is there today. The lovely Samara. She's coming and she's joined us.
Yes, she's
doing,
from the
Samara?
team. That's right. And she was at International Women's Day, remember? She was there also as well. So I know you weren't expecting to be on today because you're going to be on next week co-hosting in your official capacity, shall we say. But do you want to just say hi to the guys, Samara?
Hi, guys.
The masses out there.
Hi, guys.
You can say
I'm
more
Samara.
than hi. You can.
Oh. Yeah, hi, guys. I'm Samara. I'm 25. I'm born and raised in Luton. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a single mum of 2 children. And yeah, I'm really happy to be on board. I watch the show here and there. I've been on the show before, so I know kind of what to expect.
Mayhem.
But then I see that I don't, because I mean, I'm pretty sure people have watched the show and hadn't expected me to say the things I say, and vice versa. We've watched people and we couldn't even ever imagine the things that come out of their mouth. So come expectant, but don't come expectant, I'd say, because you just never know what's gonna come, what you're gonna learn, what you're gonna hear. It's going to be nice to be on the flip side, so not actually speaking my head off, but listening. Yeah, sorry, I was literally not really prepared to be on here. I was just studying, but
what are you studying?
Real life.
So I'm actually studying a level 3 in end of life care at the moment.
Wow.
I started the course yesterday, but I'm actually going to be going to university in September. So it's just to get me, it's a stepping stone really, but it had to be something that I'm interested in. So I'm going to go into uni to study a BA in performing arts. But for the time being, I'm going to do something that I'm still passionate about. So I've got like a crash course of like 15 weeks to complete. I started yesterday, just to kind of give me that, just something under my belt that I'm passionate about. So obviously I spoke about like the funeral work before and end of life care, and it's something that is quite close to my heart because of all the bereavements I've dealt with over the years. So just to know I've got that, but my passion, as everybody knows, is performing. So I'm finally going to take the leap and go into uni. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Great. Who are you doing that course with?
It's called the Learning Curve. So for anyone who actually wants to go into studying and stuff, I'd advise go onto the Learning Curve, because they do a lot of funded courses. Some of them are partially funded, some of them are fully funded, some of them you have to fund yourself depending on what you want to do.
And obviously, just go.
Sorry. Yeah, and also for anybody who don't really know what they want to do, there's a lot on there. And I was able to literally enroll yesterday and start yesterday. So that's literally how quick the process is.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so I went online because I wanted to apply for uni, because I went to the uni open day on Saturday, but I needed an equivalent to a level 3 to be granted access to that degree, basically. So I was like, God help me, like what am I actually going to do for the time being? And I said, do you know what, I do need to study something just to get myself back into the swing of studying. So I was like, obviously God knows what my passions are, and I've always been passionate about like end of life care, bereavement, and also the performing arts. So I looked online, I was told by my friend about the Learning Curve study group thing, and I went on there and I started my course yesterday. So yeah.
It's
fantastic.
Well done, sweetie. Well done. You are amazing. So, yeah,
anyone as well, because I didn't actually want to go to uni before, but the reason I didn't want to go to uni is because I had a lot of negative words spoken over me over the years, saying I'm not very academic, I'm not very capable. And then I started to believe that, and I started to speak it into my life myself, because I was taught as well, I did a course through charity in the past, and I was taught that if someone says one bad thing about you, it takes 10 or more good things to counteract that bad thing, that one bad thing. So I just say to anybody on here, or if you know anybody that's and ahhing about taking a leap of faith or taking a leap on what they want to do, and I'm not very academic, I'm not this and I'm not that, just encourage them not to speak negatively about themselves, and just to believe in what they are and what they carry. So yeah, all these years I was saying I can't do a 4-year course at university, who do I think I am? And I'm now taking that leap. So I just encourage anybody that may think negatively about themselves, speak negatively about themselves, it's just not your portion. So I just encourage you if you're considering it. And that's that, really.
Oh, so okay, so this online course, or is it in person, or?
Yeah, so I'm doing it online, which is another thing. It's very flexible, and they've given you 15 weeks to complete. Well, my course is 15 weeks. I've seen courses on there yesterday that were like 18 months. Some of them are classroom led. Some of them are, so if you want the discipline of being back in a classroom, then there's courses online for you as well. Like there's paper-based courses. But obviously I just needed something really fast track, to be honest, which I'm so blessed to have found, because it's 15 weeks, which means I'll finish in August. Gives me plenty of time. I will start my degree in October, so it will give me plenty of time to get my level 3, which is the requirement needed to get into university, and then I'll start uni in October. So it's quite fast paced, but I need to do it and it's something I'm passionate about. So I would always advise as well that as much as I'm doing something very fast paced, I'd say still try and find something you're passionate about, so it's still enjoyable for yourself. Don't just do anything, because I was going to do the mental health course, but I was like, I'm passionate about mental health because I've been a sufferer of that. But end of life care, it's very close to my heart. So I was so blessed to find that course, and it's free, so they've paid for it. And I'm taking any opportunity that's given to me. So I'd advise anyone does the same. And if you're a mum or a parent, don't have people thinking or telling you that you can't do something. I'm a single mum with 2 children, but you need to also include your village, involve them, ask for help. It's important, because it takes a village to raise your children. It's not just about you, it's not just about them. You need to involve and include people, but be so mindful of who you have around your children. And who the influences of your children are, because that's also very important, especially in this day and age with this generation. I feel like I was born into the wrong one, but that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, definitely just be careful who you mix yourself with, be careful who you allow to feed into your life as well. And yeah, be around people that encourage you, and be an encouragement to other people, because it's important, and you don't know how you can change someone's life just by telling them to smile, or just by telling them you like their top, or just by telling them that they're good at something. So yeah, just be encouraged, guys. And that's it from me, because I need to go back and do my studies.
Can I just say, I think you're 100% right around encouraging other people. I'm lucky enough to have 2 degrees. I did my first degree, and when I started, I found out I was pregnant. And so within that first year, I had my son, and then continued with a baby doing a 3-year course. Everyone kept saying to me, you need to just stop. That's just mad. No, I just carried on and I did it. And I would encourage any women, men who have got children, that does not mean you can't do them. You can go and do education, work, whatever. You just need to have that village, don't you? You just need to have
100%.
those people who are going to support you.
And utilize them. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because there's no shame in it at all, especially because I know 9 times out of 10 single parents didn't ask to be single parents, unless they're people who have gone the different way of conceiving in a different way, which obviously we know what that is. But I didn't choose to be a single mum, but it doesn't mean I'm going to give up on everything else I've got going on, because I need to set a positive example to my children that no matter what is thrown at us and what situations we get into, we're more than capable. You just need to want it for yourself. And you need to be hungry. And the uni even said, I'm actually under the mature students section because I'm 25. So I'm actually old now, technically.
So what would they describe us as? If you're
ancient. She's like ancient.
was thinking I'm live on air. I need to think
You'd
before I
be
speak.
prehistoric. Prehistoric. That's what I would definitely be.
You'd be a mature student too, but obviously I'm under the mature students category, and they did say, some of the lecturers when I spoke to them said, you know, like, mature students are not here to play. Not to say anyone is, but they say mature students and people, you know, who have left education to have families early or whatever, we're not here to play. And it's, you know, I am, so my head is all the way down, because I want to do my children proud, and I want them to know that regardless of where you come from, you know, as many of you know that have seen me before, I lost my mum at a very young age, so I didn't have that leadership, you know, from the age of 17. So I don't want that for my children, and obviously I want them to know that just because mum went through that, she didn't give up on us, she didn't give up on her dreams, and she's been able to juggle being our mum and doing it well, and also chasing what she wants to do. And it's a testament to who you are as a person. So I definitely say, let's not make excuses. It's okay not to be okay. I've always been that person. It's okay not to be, but let's pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, because you're more than capable of getting out of that situation. And I can say, and I can vouch for that, because I've had dark days, but there's no darkness that can overshadow the light that's coming. So definitely be encouraged.
Do you know,
And when you see me, Auntie D, make sure you get your frock for this graduation of mine. Make sure you get your frocks, ladies.
There's definitely something about being a mature student, I think, you know, because I was classed as a mature student at 24. What is that? It's just absolutely ridiculous. But they're right. Mature students are going in because they want to do that. And I say to anybody, especially within my counselling, I say to young people, but also the adults, that you can do education anytime. Anytime. I'm really passionate about, you can go and do education anytime. You didn't do it at 18, it doesn't matter. You can do it at any age, even if you're prehistoric, Nikkei.
Oh, that's right. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going. Myself, Samara, we're going to go. Samara, thank you so much, sweetie.
No worries.
Do you not need to stay for 1 minute, Dee? Sorry? Do you not need to stay on just for 1 minute?
No, after
okay,
at the very end.
Okay.
Yeah. So myself and Samara are going to disappear. Samara's going to be back next week, guys, co-hosting. So we're going to disappear, and over to you, Cecile, to introduce the next co-host and our next guest. See you later.
So it's the day of the new co-hosts. So this lovely lady here is I've known you now just only about 2 years, and I just, you know, feel like you're my kindred spirit. You really are. She's been involved in lots of the Simply Dees events. That, you know, she's in the book, both books, and we've managed to get her to come on board and be a co-host with us. So, introduction to the lovely Nikkei. How you doing, lovely?
I feel like I'm chilling with the big boys. For those of you guys who are following, I'm chilling with the big boys. If you don't know, go and Google it. Trust me.
So you're looking forward to this then?
I am looking forward to it. Indeed. You know, I was enjoying listening to Samara there. I'm going to say, yes, it's good what she was saying about being mature and not giving up, because I wanted to throw my laptop out of the window trying to get on here. But I'm like, no, Nikki, you're not going to give up. And I was right not to, because then I got to hear the lovely Samara. So, yeah, so that's it.
And you're here. You're here with us.
Here. So
you've got a guest.
Yes, indeed. I have got a guest. It's a young lady I have had the privilege of actually attending one of her workshops, which was really, really very interesting. I had loads of inspiring people there. And her name is Jasmine. She does loads of stuff for ladies and girls. And I think her company is called, I thought it used to be called The Girl Like Me, but I believe it's changed now. It's called Like Me. So I'm sure when she comes on, she'll be able to explain all of that to you. So, yeah, I was just about to say, I'm looking at a black screen here. I think today's about technology. It's time to take over.
I'm here.
You're here, but we can't see you.
Got a black screen.
Shall I?
It is definitely technology day, isn't it?
Honestly.
Back in again.
But this is what we always say.
Yeah.
This show is live.
It's
This
live,
show is
it's
live,
real.
and this is, you know, these things happen.
Yeah,
So she's
okay.
going to
Gonna
go
try
out
and
and come back in
again.
again.
I wanted to tell her just to make sure that her camera was on. But yeah, so no, I see you've got your chapter hoodie on. I was going to wear my chapter t-shirt today, actually. Oh, chapter 6, we swapped. Oh my God, you know, I didn't even take that on board, that we swapped chapters. That was chapter 6 in the first book, you know.
Yes.
Anyway,
So that's Life Out of Lockdown.
Yeah. So your chapter
Beyond
6
Closed Doors
on
on chapter 6.
So yeah. So what can I say?
Somebody's ringing somebody.
Oh God, yeah. Let me put my phone on silent. It goes like crazy.
See,
But,
this is how the day goes, everybody. This is how it goes. You know, we've got technology issues, we've got all sorts. But
I've
it's
had
fine.
technology issues all day. I couldn't even log in at work, and then I thought to myself, "Oh my God, I've got to tell her I'm going to log out." And I'm looking at the time, like, "Oh my God, it's 5 to 12. I meant to log out 5 minutes ago." And yeah, so it's just like that. So yeah, but I heard Samara, she was talking about the learning curve. I've heard of that. It is actually it's been around for quite a while. I think in a past life, if I'm wrong, I could be wrong. If there was anybody listening, they can correct me. But they used to be affiliated with organizations. So
okay.
yeah, it's not so much that they did training for them, but you know, some organizations, they don't do a lot of in-house training, and
yeah,
so you could log on and you could do certain things with them. But oh, there you are.
You see me now.
Yes,
Okay.
see you. Well,
Finally.
we're determined not to let the gadgets win because they've been trying us today.
Technology, your best friend or your worst enemy?
Indeed. Well, we're going to embrace them as our best friend today. So welcome, Jasmine. It's very nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
I know that you've been on before. I have no idea who's watching. So as is customary, could you just give us a bit of background about who you are, what you do?
Sure. So as you mentioned, I'm Jasmine and I am a speaker, trainer and coach and the director of the Like Me CIC. And the reason why you know of the Girls Like Me, Nike, is because we each year have 2 conferences. One's the Women Like Me conference and one is the Girls Like Me conference. And so that's the kind of the 2 conference brand names that become more popular because we've done them a few times. But the organization's always been the Like Me CIC.
Oh,
and we specialize in empowering and inspiring women and teen girls who don't feel like they're quite enough, to stop hiding, to take off the mask and pretending they're all okay, to develop the confidence to take control of their life so that they can show up authentically, so that they can speak up confidently, and that they can shine boldly, meaning allow their gifts, abilities, talents and skills to just lead them in life, really. So that's the passion.
Oh, wow, that sounds amazing. So I've actually got a question based on that. How do you recognize these girls or these women?
They have to have an element of self-recognition. So, you know, we do our social media posts and, you know, I do like a free empowered score test, for example. So everyone's thinking, oh, let me check and see how empowered I am. Some ways to enable people to think, oh, actually, you know what, I could develop in this way, I could develop in that way. So we provide some tools to allow people to get information about where they are. So that they can then make the choice of, you know what, yeah, I want to get that support. Our 3 key areas are personal leadership, employability and well-being. And so it's that kind of thing of, if you're thinking, do you know what, yeah, I wish that I could just feel a bit more free to be myself rather than feeling like I have to be like this or like that for people to like me. It's those kind of putting those feelers out there so people can think, yeah, that's me actually, or that's the dream that I have. And when people can recognize that themselves, then they know that it's good for them to come and work with us.
Oh, wow, that sounds really good. Something that you just said there, obviously, like being themselves and not how people want to see them. So do you find that you get a lot of girls who have been, well, for want of a better word, damaged by the impact of social media?
Social media is big, yeah. So I think with that, you've got the whole girls feeling like they need to look perfect
Mm.
because they're seeing these unrealistic images. But what's more damaging is the environment that we grow up in. But what you are seeing is that you've got some young girls whose home life might actually be okay, but because social media has this, you know, perception or creates this illusion of this unattainable level of perfection, you know, people can be quite harsh on themselves. But by and large, the type of girls that we're more likely to work with are girls that, for them, it's home. You know, they haven't had maybe the stable background in some way, shape, or form, and that's what's led them to have that rockier start and made them more susceptible to that. Things like social media then plays an even bigger role because they're looking for something else to give them that sense of validation, because an affirmation they're not necessarily getting it at home.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I never really thought of it in that context before.
Mm.
Okay, so the conferences and the work you do you do them at set stages, or have you got something in particular that you're promoting at the minute?
So at the minute, what I wanted to follow up on when I contacted you to say, can I get on this week, is I mentioned at the International Women's Day, we're going to have a wellbeing program coming up because, you know, we're a community interest company, which means we want to do work in the community. We want to make it accessible. So where possible, we'll seek to get funding. And we're really fortunate to have been awarded some funding by Bedfordshire and Luton Community Foundation as part of the Luton Citizens Fund. And so we're now in the position that we've got places to offer for women who want to enhance their well-being. We've got a 12-week program and it's completely free. And so that's going to be starting on the 1st of June. It's going to be every Wednesday, and it'll be hybrid. So we'll have some in-person sessions as well as virtual sessions, which means that, you know, some people can't physically get out. They could still join because they can just attend all of the sessions virtually. And for those that can get to the in-person sessions, which will be in Marsh Farm Futures House, you know, they can come along, we can meet. And then in between that, we've got some support sessions as well, where we can have some discussions, or we've got like guest specialists coming in to share about things like, you know, helping women to overcome trauma, and some really powerful stuff that we're going to be doing in this 12-week program. And like I said, it's all completely free. So just getting the word out there so that women that would benefit, and if they're based in Luton, they are welcome to join.
Right. Okay. That leads on to my next question then. Is there, and although you've said it's free, are there any qualifying factors that one would need to consider? I know you said it's hybrid. So do you necessarily have to live in Luton?
Well, that's the reality. So for me to put someone down on the list of who's attended, they will need to be a Lutonian.
Right, okay.
As in what's the word I'm looking for? Resident, that's the word. It escaped me. So for those that are going to be listed, but the reality is, because we have got the hybrid element, I am going to say to someone who may benefit but isn't based in Luton, you can just join the virtual session.
All right.
The reality is, you know, that you can be further afield and still benefit. But for those that are going to go down on the list, yes, they do have to be a Lutonian. So that's the benefit. Age restrictions. This is designed for those that are 18 and over.
Okay.
So it's for adults. And like I said, that's really it in terms of qualifying criteria. Live in Luton, and if you're over the age of 18, want to improve your well-being, then come along and join us. So yes, it's just about getting in touch with us at the Like Me CIC. And then, thank you very much for putting that up there. Yeah, you got the website. Our email address is hello@thelikemecic.org.uk. We are going to be starting to register people from next week. And then, people can find out literally the list of modules covering things like confidence, covering things like, you know, rest and relaxation, stress management, you know, a real nice range of self-care. It's all about improving your self-care, your self-confidence, and your self-management. So it's going to be a really powerful course.
Wow, sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, right. Okay. And
yes, I did. And I have it here just in case you wanted me to say, yeah, woo-hoo. So yeah, that was amazing.
You know what that
Outstanding.
means, guys? If you go on this course with Jasmine, you are going to be chilling with the big boys, because not everybody gets a recognition from the mayor. It's a big deal. You know, obviously it's not a big deal to put you off or to think that it's something that's unattainable, as we've all discussed. But, you know, somebody's been there. You know, they're giving you clues of how to get there. So you want to take it up.
Definitely. And I'm really grateful. As my fellow sister there, Dee, got her certificate of outstanding recognition as well. So celebrate Dee. But it is really nice when you're doing what you do, because you desire to help, to empower, to inspire. And to get it recognized, it's just a beautiful thing. Thing.
Okay.
So what
yes.
I would like to say as well is that on the 25th of June, we will be having the Women Like Me L&B conference. Yes. So save the date. We're going to share more details from next week around where it's going to be and who the speakers are going to be. We're going to start sharing that. So 25th of June. This time, though, it's going to be out of Luton for the first time. It's going to be in Bedford. But nonetheless, it's just a couple of stops on the train. Just a couple of stops on the train. Yes, what's that?
What is the full title of the award you were given on your certificate?
So it's a certificate of outstanding recognition for outstanding contributions to the community.
Wow. So, indeed, because even though, as you see, the world is becoming a global village, it's big, a global village, but you can see the roots are still going back to your local community. So we need.
And if we all put our little hand in our communities, it makes a big difference.
Oh, indeed. Well, it's been really lovely speaking to you, Jasmine. So
Thank you.
Have we covered every way in which we can get in contact with you? Because not everybody uses Facebook, not everybody uses social media.
Okay. So we've got the website, which is mentioned there, www.thelikemecic.org.uk. You can email us, like I said, hello@thelikemecic.org.uk. We are on all the social media platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Insta. We're even on TikTok. Yep. So we're on there. And we also have got our business number, which, if I can remember off the top of my head, is 01582. Where's my business card? Oh man, is that the right even number? 01582. That ain't it. I can't remember what my business number is. 217004. I think that's it. So you can give us a call as well. So those are the ways you can get in touch with us.
All right, fantastic, Jasmine. Thank you. It's been so wonderful speaking to you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, I'm looking forward to joining one of your conferences soon because it will be fun.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. So I hope to see you there as well. Thank you for this opportunity, ladies. Have a great rest of the day.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
So let's just do a little bit of a catch up. So next week, that was absolutely fantastic, Nikkei. I will go to a conference.
I know.
Conference.
With
you. Yes. So next week, we will have, like we said already, the lovely Samara is going to be hosting. And we have got a young lady who is an author, a poet, works out in the community with within care work. Give me a minute then, before you tell them who it is. She's so she's also an actress. She's also written plays. She is just an outstanding phenomenon, this woman. So next week we're going to have the lovely Janetti Barrett on. She's going to come on and tell us a little bit about the things that she's been doing, a lot of things that she's been doing, and getting her story out there. So that'll be absolutely fantastic, not to be missed. It's been an absolute whirlwind, I think, over the last few weeks, month. As we said at the beginning, we've had International Women's Day. We have had our book launch. I myself have had a very busy weekend because on Saturday I was one of the speakers at Amptill Literary Festival. And if anyone saw my little snippet of a live, oh my God, I was so excited. I was there with the big boys, as you said, Nikkei. I was there with the big boys, authors and workshops and everything. And I was in the green room and I had a mic put on me and I just thought, oh my God.
Where did they put the mic? Where did they put it?
it goes up, and then it was here. You know, we don't even need to hold one. It just
things on your back.
Yes. It was
Wow,
just
you were
absolutely
definitely up there with
hilarious.
the big boys.
Absolutely. I just thought, look at me. I know. And then on Sunday, I was on 3 Counties Radio, BBC 3 Counties Radio, with the absolutely fantastic Babs Michelle, who I've known for many, many years. We talked about the 2 books. We talked about Simply D's events, the Zoom, and also talked a little bit about the counselling work that I do. And I'm going to be on another one on Sunday as well.
Ooh. So you're with the big boys out.
But Sunday afternoon, I went to this civic service in Houghton Regis. Went along with the lovely Dee Bailey, and fantastic service in All Saints Church in Houghton Regis, and there was 9.
Is that the one by the roundabout?
Yes, by the shops and the car parks there. Yeah, that church there. There were 9 or 10 dignitaries with their regalia on. So, Mayor of Luton, Mayor of Houghton Regis, Mayor of Ampthill, Mayor of Lindsley. There was loads, quite a few. And there was singing, there was speakers as well. It was just amazing. And then after that, we went down to the local memorial hall and was there with the mayor. So the mayor of Houghton Regis, Claire, her name is Coppleston. She's a lovely lady, absolutely lovely lady. And she was giving out some certificates, like Jasmine said, certificates of recognition. And we were there and listening to all these people who were getting these certificates. And then, lo and behold, Dee Bailey, she got a certificate of recognition for the outstanding work that she does within the community. Get on here, woman.
Shit.
Get on here, woman.
Did you hear me say?
Yes. We heard you say that word. Yes. Yes.
It was kind of like Sunday, actually. We was kind of sitting there and she was saying all this really great stuff, wasn't she, Cecile? And I mean, really lovely stuff. And like we were there and we clapping, and the table that we were at, we met Deborah and Angela, I think her name was. We met some women in that, all very posh, you know, all that tea stuff, guys. I don't do tea and coffee, do I? Can I have some hot water, please? Can I have some hot water? And you know, all those posh cakes. Cecile's in her element. I'm like, right, that's me.
I love a cake.
Yeah, grapes and strawberries, and we're clapping and everything. And then she's saying all this wonderful stuff and how some people are not recognised, you know, at awards ceremonies and things like that. And but doing outstanding work, all of that. And then she said Dee Bailey, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, she said my name, and I'm thinking, well, why are you still sitting down then? You need, because you had to go up on stage to collect the certificate. And I'm like, oh Lord, I had on a long dress, but I had on high heels. And as I'm walking up, I turned around and I said, if I'd have realised I was going to get an award, I'd have worn me flats. Because I'm like, you know, you're going to fall, right, Nike? You know, at some stage. So I'm like, come on, God, let me get up there, get down without tripping up and falling on my face. So for those that haven't seen it, for those that have not seen the, it does say, okay, so certificate of outstanding recognition is presented to Dee Bailey, moi, for your outstanding contribution within the community. So that's Councillor Claire Coppleston, who's currently the Mayor of Houghton Regis until the 20th of May. So me and Jasmine got in there. That's kind of one of her last, well, that's certainly her last service. And in terms of the appointments and things like that she does, that's the last official one. So to receive this is kind of, as much as I've done all of that, it's still not really sunk in. I did receive one from the mayor of Luton last year, and as much as I posted, but if I'm honest with you, I downplayed it. I know I did, and
You need to.
I'm like, nah. And I spoke to somebody today, and I said, we've got this thing about, I don't know, does that mean I'm being a bit big-headed? Does that mean I'm like, it's all about me? Does that mean and however you want to receive it, to the masses out there, receive it. But I don't care. I am super bleeding proud. Yay! You're going to be hearing about it forever and ever and ever. So
and then when you get one from the Prime Minister, what are you going to do then?
She's not going to downplay it.
Depends who's the Prime Minister. Depends.
I was scratching around for a higher dignitary.
I know. So I think I posted on Sunday later on, proper buzzing. I thought I can't even just do a post. I've got to do a live because I've just got to. And and it was emotional. And some people thinking like, oh, for crying out loud. And if and I'm sure Jasmine is exactly the same. If you're doing things to receive that certificate, if I don't get me wrong, I've just said how proud and everything that I am of this, but it's not about receiving awards and certificates and things like that. You do what you do because you know you are making a difference. And the fact that you get told and you get this sort of stuff is great. But when you really, truly feel it and you know people where it has truly made a difference, you can't put it into words, and you cannot, let me repeat, you cannot put a price on this kind of work that we do. You cannot put a price on it. So super proud and all that goes with that jazz. So thank you to all of those out there, family, friends, the Simply D's posse. Thank you all so much for all your support, and even people I don't know. At some stage, guys, it's probably going to take me a week to reply back to all the messages I've had. I will do that over the next few days. So thank you all for that. So I'm going to finish there on that because otherwise we'll go on. But I just wanted to say I don't think this young lady's new kid on the block at all. Do you, Cecile? Nike? It's like she's been doing it forever.
I know.
Absolutely forever. So do you know what? Give it up, guys. And we are so pleased. We tried to reel this young lady in at the beginning, but you know what it's like, commitments and all the rest of it and that. But circumstances have changed. So we are super, super proud to have this young lady on board.
So excited. My partner in crime.
You've done so well.
If I had my iPad here, I would play the music. Obviously, this song is bigger than Jerusalem.
No way. So all the people out there are thinking like, I thought they said this show's half an hour. Well, if you didn't know by now, we are in charge. We are our own bosses. So as we because we are kind of finishing up, next week, Tuesday, we will be having a show. As always, as Cecile said, we've got the lovely Samara hosting. I was going to host, but I'm not hosting now. So we'll find another co-host. One of these ladies will be co-hosting. And we have the lovely Janetti Barrett, and we will have another special guest. Because next week, Tuesday, which will be the 3rd of May, because officially the 1st of May, 2018 was the first Real Talk with Simply D's.
Oh my God.
4 years old. 4 years old. So we are, everything we do, consistent, consistent. So that's 4 years. So we'll be celebrating next week, Tuesday. More details will follow. I'm hoping, praying that I'll get myself back into that Pamtango studio, and we will be I will confirm, but if I can, we'll be live from the studio and also have some amazing guests. I'd really love to get some of those guests, back in the day, that have been on, that have really made a difference. So for now, I am going to say thank you all so much for supporting. We, as in this show, Simply Together show, we are going to be 1 on the 1st of June.
Yay!
Can you believe it? Every single week, bar a handful of weeks, we have been here entertaining you, making you cry, making you think, what is going on? But we have been doing it. So we, as I said, are consistent. We are there for you. I'm going to say thank you and goodbye. I'm going to hand over to the lovely Cecile to just round up and finish off.
Thank you, the lovely Dee Bailey. Lovely. Can I just say that as we sat through all of these awards, when Dee's name was called out, I just went, yes. Thought, oh God, that was a bit loud.
That is so funny. You actually answered a question I had for you, Cecile, because I was going to ask you, because obviously you guys weren't along with that. Did you know that Dee was going to get this award?
No.
Did you know they were giving awards out?
No.
Not
until we got into the venue. So cool. No. And then the mayor got up and had these in her hand, and then she started. And then obviously for myself, I'm sitting there thinking, well, Dee needs to get one. And I think Dee was second from last.
Yes.
So we went through, I don't know, 10, 15 maybe.
Yeah, 20.
So you're thinking,
maybe not.
So when the name was called out, I just shouted, yes.
Oh, God, that's so
it was
funny.
a bit of one of those, I watched we were kind of giving it a little bit of that before I went up.
Yeah, we did. Because you have to.
You have to. Oh, my Lord.
It was mentioned on the day, and I can't remember who mentioned it, exactly what you said. You're not doing this for recognition. You're not doing all of this just, to put your name out there or whatever.
If that was the case, I'd have stopped. Jordan, who's my oldest, is going to be 30 this year. And you're talking about, so for those people that think I've only landed, Simply Dee's has been going it'll be 8 years this year. You're talking over 25 years I have been doing things within Luton community. Over 25 years, started off as a school governor. He was 5, primary school, through high school, helping organisations, whether it be with events or just helping in some shape or form. And I started Simply Dee's, almost 8 years ago. So I have been doing lots of things for, as I said, at least 25 years. So not just landed, have not received, and that's hand on heart, as in like last year, I've not received anything. I've not received anything. So if I'm doing it for awards, and then, well, you've waited 24 years, love, to receive something, then I don't think that is the reason why.
No.
Definitely
not. Which is why being sat there, and Jasmine as well, because obviously the other people that were there, I didn't know those people, but that was still fantastic. But for you and Jasmine, it was just kind of like, I know these people, I know what they're doing, I know that they're out there in the community, and it was just awesome. It was just awesome. I just loved it.
Right. Enough now, because you're making me jealous. That was
Sorry. Anyway, so we're wrapping up now because half an hour show, and it's now nearly 5 to 1. But anyway, that's how it goes. It's how it goes.
So next week, Tuesday, we're going to be back.
Yep. 12 o'clock.
Indeed. We'll be here.
Half an hour-ish.
And then back in the evening for a 4-year celebration of Real Talk with Simply Dee's.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Wonderful. See you all next week.
Please follow us
care.
On Facebook, on YouTube, please comment. Please, as Nike would say, what do they need to do, Nike, if they're watching it on replay?
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube is a good one to subscribe to because it gives you a warning. It will come up there about 5 minutes before, and you can see the stars come down.
All right, guys, we are out of here. So from Nike, Cecile, and myself, and where's that producer? We've got a producer in the background, you know, who's doing some awesome work. Where are you? Show us. Reveal yourself. Yeah, there she is. Yay! And that's a lovely Shell in the background. You might say in the background, but trust me, so much in the fore, because without her, we can't do what we're doing. So thanks, Shell. Is there anything you wanted to say, love? You want me to sing? Did you say
You're on
sing?
mute, Shelley.
Yeah, no, leave her on mute. Leave her on mute. She wants me to sing. That happy birthday.
No.
Oh my God.
I will see you all on Sunday at the Artisan Foodie Festival in Hightown because it's the first Sunday of the month. So get your fudge.
Yeah.
And your veggies. And the gin.
No fudge for me now.
We will share all that information on our pages, guys. So once again, thank you to Samara, who's now gone, but I know Jasmine is still watching. So thank you both, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Let's go back to work.